This is Jake Tidwell with the Southside Panthers Broadcast Network. I'm here with Coach Jamie Barkley for the Glencoe Varsity Girls basketball team. So, Coach, can you walk me through your team's overall performance?
First of all, we've got 9 seniors that have played together since they were probably in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And or maybe even younger than that. They probably played church league basketball together. But they're a team that they play well together, they communicate. They just spend probably every waking minute of their life, they spend it together. And so on the court, that translates to, okay, you're going to cut, well, I'm going to go rebound. One time, one of our non-starters goes in for a backside rebound that she never goes for. And I look, and it's that communication, it's that kind of game, and that's the way they played tonight. Getting back to this place after you won a championship as juniors,
yes,
with 2 seniors on the team last year, you know that you're here with a purpose, and they played with said purpose tonight.
Calling back to earlier this Monday, you sat down with Cole Frederick. You said this team was a very veteran team, as you said. Last year, y'all was county champs. He asked use us as a springboard going into Jacksonville. Will this be the same idea going out of this county?
We've been put in 2nd place in area against Susan Moore for the last several years, and so leaving this place this week, we want to take this momentum and push through and say, okay, we did this against Southside, or we did this against Hokes, Bluff, whoever we play next, or we did this against West End. We want to use that momentum. Oh, I can do that same thing against this one from Susan Moore, or that one from Susan Moore. So yes, we definitely want to use momentum. You always want to use positive momentum to help you roll through to the next thing.
Oh, for sure. Going into the first half, y'all were really fast tempo pace. Were able to put 13 points up unanswered. Was this a game plan going into this game against West End?
Our girls play the same type of momentum. It doesn't really matter who they're playing, to be honest, okay?
Yeah.
But yes, the goal was to get our length out ahead of the ball and get our hands on the ball and shoot layups.
And you can definitely see that with the man coverage early on even. And then when you slowed it down a little bit in the second quarter, you were still able to put a lot of pressure in with number 11. Is she a senior?
Senior. Yeah,
has a really nice eye of creating these turnovers and able to scoring and capitalizing.
Yeah,
was that a key thing in practice this week?
Oh yeah, she gets her hands on the basketball. She reaches out, and she's long. She's long arms, got a good wingspan, long, just a long body. So she gets her hands on a lot of touches, a lot of passes every game. I think she had maybe 19 tonight.
Yes.
And averages 13, 14 points a game. She scored her 1,000th point during the Christmas tournament, and then the night we recognize her, she scores 30. She's hungry. She wants the basketball, and she wants to put in. She got in trouble during the basketball game because we had said we had reached a point in the game where we didn't want steals. Reached a point in the game where you know what you can do. Now we're just playing with our feet. Don't put your hands in there. And she got in trouble because she got a steal and shot a layup and had to be pulled out of the game. And that, is that a bad thing? But that's the mentality.
That's a great mentality. Talking about 30 points, you had 30 points as a lead, almost 30 points going into the half. Was this a key moment for you going into the half?
Oh, for sure. Anytime you can put up a bunch of points and play good defense and keep the score lopsided, it's always fun for the kids. You reach a point where you can go 5 in, 5 out. You can play the platoon style, and they can get good rest. They don't really feel like they've used a lot of energy, and a county tournament in front of a big crowd on a special night tonight when you honor we honored a girl named Morgan Talbot who did all of those things that Ashley Morgan has done.
Yeah.
And so to mirror that in somebody that has graduated 15 years ago or so, it's always a good thing to do.
And also the almost 30-point lead going in, you were able to have the running clock on your end of the ball, which you were up by 30 points going in. That's always a good thing, right?
It's always good to go home early on a school night. Everybody needs good rest.
Everybody needs good rest. And now you're able to get 50 points up, or 50 points on the board halfway through the third quarter. Was this a really big turnaround point? Like, okay, we can settle down, we can have some rest, we can put in some secondary players if needed, let everybody have some rest, be a little safer, and play a little bit more passively?
Well, we were able to mix up our teams. Normally, you have first five, second five, and we kind of keep it that way and have for years. But this time, when we got to that point in the game, we decided to mix up our groups, and so you played with somebody different that you don't generally get to play with, and they enjoyed that.
Thank you, Coach Jamie.
Thanks.